Alrighty, guys. I'm Morthadon, bringing you guys My Hero Academia episode 5. Just so you guys know, this is my rewatch series, not a blind reaction yet. Once I get up to where I've seen in season 3, I'll be turning this into a reaction series at that point when I get to the new stuff. And I am watching in subtitled. This is full length, so you guys gotta get the video footage yourself. It's not going to be embedded in the video. So I believe you could watch either one if you want, dubbed or subbed. It's up to you. But in case you want to make sure you have like the same thing I'm hearing, I'm watching it subtitled. That's what I do. I pretty much do everything subtitled, on my channel, and yeah, that's just how I roll. I like the emotion I feel with the characters. I feel like it's a lot more in depth, although there are some dubs that I'd say are really good, and My Hero's dub is one of them, but because I've seen it in both. But yeah, so this is a rewatch series. I've seen it already, but I'm going through it till I catch up. That's how that works. Also, my webcam is a little off from where I'm going to be looking. That's because my main monitor that I used to watch stuff on, where I put the webcam on top of, is out being fixed. So that's why that's like that. Shoot. Is there anything else I gotta mention? Nope, I think I said it all. So last episode we had him finishing the little like entrance exam and passing, and like, I guess you guys are probably rewatching it with me. I hope you're not watching it for the first time with me, because I also do have minor spoilers. I try not to go into depth with spoilers, but I do make small hints at things in the future when I'm making like comparisons, because during this rewatch I'm doing a lot of discussing of things that I noticed throughout it. So if you're watching this for the first time, go away. Go watch another reactor, please, because I'm not a good one to watch for your first time through. But yeah. And also, your first time through, you should really enjoy it yourself. You shouldn't watch a reaction. I mean, come on, let's go. Okay. Uh, anyway, let's get into the episode, shall we? So we are gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Toho Animation, Funimation. You should be watching. Yeah, Bakugo got no rescue points. Way too busy just brute forcing everything down. Oh, that was one thing I was saying last episode, but I never finished, I don't think. Um, there's a lot of different fields, but I'm surprised we only had 4 out of like the 20 in Class A and 20 in Class B that we saw in Midoriya's area, you know? It's possible that they were off to the sides and off of the camera, and they just never showed them in the fight either. And they were actually there. But either that or the rest of the class and Class B were all jam packed into the other, like, what, there were like 4 other zones or something. I guess technically it's 18 because 2 got in on recommendation, right? So 17 people besides Midoriya. And then the other classes. Class B have 2 people that were in by recommendation as well. I actually never knew that. Do they? Interesting. They don't give enough focus to Class B, so I don't know if we know, and I just don't know, or if we never find out. Might just not be a big deal or something. Oh, such a good shot right there. Yeah. He gets to go talk to his heroes some more. after me. Frickin' Midoriya. Yeah, he would. Yeah, he he wants to know that he gets in on his own strength, I suppose. Shoot, I kind of wish I had a water, but that requires sliding over and getting it out of my mini fridge. Yeah, God, I can't even imagine some of the other characters with all or one for all. Yep, yep. It turned out All Might. Such a bad pun. Yeah. Midoriya just gonna keep lifting. Wait, is that All Might? Run! They actually, you know what? One thing I noticed between the dubbed and the subbed at this part right here with the torch, and then I will slowly become weak and disappear, and I will finish my job. That in subtitle is way more ominous than it is in dubbed. I'm pretty sure he doesn't say anything that ominous in dubbed, if I remember correctly. But I think I remember seeing I was looking forward to seeing them, like the reaction of people when they hear that, because it's almost like All Might right there is saying that, eventually he's not going to be around, and I wanted to see the reactions of people that said that when I watched the reactions, and all the people I watch it in dub, and it was so dull, I guess, dulled down in the dub, where he just said, like, I can't remember. I'm not even gonna try to like say what he said, but it didn't insinuate on his like the whole disappear thing at all. I was kind of sad about that. Yes, you're in the class with the scary people, Midoriya. But don't worry, Ida's not scary. She's a side character. Fucking Bakugo's attitude. Everybody turns and looks. Oh, I hated that crap in the school. I used to like. I was so introverted in school. Oh man, I used to slip in like and just try to like sit down without making like as little noise, and like I didn't want to like bring attention to myself. The plain looking one. Freaking Uraka. Bakugo's pissed. See, when I first watched through this, I just saw Kachen as like a bully, you know? And I really hated it. Like, and he is, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's not. The way he's handling the situation is not right, but I kind of understand his side, you know? Like, can you imagine trying to be like the first one to do something? You know, like he wanted to be the first one from his school to ever go to UA. And like that would kind of stink to have that be like ruined by someone. Something's here. Aizawa, such a badass character. They need a bearded hero. I want one. Like how he just has one in his sleeping bag. Like I never really questioned it before, but it is kind of weird. Like why do you have just one in his sleeping bag? And he says like, "Here, put this on." Like, what about the rest of the class? Like I mean, I'm sure they had them, but it was just like a weird way to introduce it. I really love these outfits so much, though. It's really cool that they came up with like this good of a design right away. Because a lot of shows that have like kind of a lame design for the first one, but then as the show evolves, they like get new designs that look a lot cooler, you know. But I actually really love these. Like that's just their eye, all their eyes just shift to look at Bakugo. It was like so in unison. It was kind of creepy. Kaboom, baby. 705.2. I like how the subtitles are off there. It says 750 meters, but he clearly just got 705. It's always thrown me off a little bit. Punish with expulsion. Mm-hmm. Yup. He's so creepy when he pushed his bang backs like that. Bangs back. My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia. None of it's gonna be fair. Gotta get used to that. Yep. Gotta push him hard. $50-meter dash. Alright. I like how they show off with Ida right away. What if they do that with all the like tests? Do they show the best person first? No, because with the ball throw, Uraraka is the best, so. Zero gravity. Freaking Aoyama. I like how he just like doesn't even land on his feet, he just falls over. That'd be crazy to see Aoyama like really stress his quirk and be able to like shoot it longer without getting a stomach ache. They're pretty strong. Just wiggling a laser at you for like 5 minutes. Weird animation on his face there, I just noticed. Or I guess drawing might be the better term to use, but. Feeling. Oh, my. Such a bad teacher. Some of that stuff can, like, I say that, but some of that stuff can be, like, really hard to explain. Like, it's almost like saying like explain how you control your left arm. Like you just do it, right? Probably the best way that he can explain it. Grip strength. I'm surprised he was able to fit like he had like all three hands in that thing. How do you fit all the fingers in there? Look like they're all just like mushed in there. But like Midoriya's looked like his fingers took up like the whole thing, let alone like 2 extra hands worth of fingers. I was so confused at what the hell his quirk was when we first saw him bouncing between them like that. And just gone forever. Bye bye, ball. I hope that wasn't expensive. I'm surprised that there's no one that got like worse than him, because like I know the outcome of this, but like Bakugo's so confused. They're also confused because he said quirkless and then he's really not, but I'm surprised people don't like question what he said there more. Because he said that out loud in front of everybody. Yup, getting it stopped. Shit. I was going on about something. Oh yeah, I was saying I'm surprised his scores on the other stuff aren't better than some of the people, like his running speed was faster than Uraraka's and probably some of the other kids that don't have quirks that boost their speed. Um, and the same with like grip strength because he worked out. He should beat a lot of people. I'm surprised he came in last, but it's probably just for like the show wanting him to. They didn't show us all the scores, so there's no really way we can tell. Hmm. It's definitely a good lesson he's trying to teach him. It's very strict, and I'm not a fan of that kind of like teaching, in my opinion. But it is effective on some people. The way he teaches with being like overly aggressive about everything, um, and kind of talking you down a little bit to try to motivate you reminds me of when I tried to play football once, and I did not like it because the coach just yelled nonstop at you. You're standing like a few inches off, he screams at you about it, and no, not about that shit. Who are you? Or does he have potential? Thinking. Oh, I love this moment so much. It's very anime, but I love it. Just like the flashes between characters, the slow mo. Oh, the music. Oh yeah. Bakugo's probably the most shocked out of all of those. Beat Bakugo by point .1. I can still move. Yeah. I still get very slight chills when I see that scene. I didn't mind it the first time I watched through, but the replay by All Might is very anime and a little bit much. But I still love it. Show it to me again. Sudden end, feels like. It's very sudden. I forgot it just ended right there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What time is it? 12:43. Almost 1 a.m. Do 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 do. I need to go cook some food after this. God, I love the thinking about it. There's been a lot of animes I've watched where I really like the openings, so I'm not as big a fan as the outros. But at least this first opening and outro, I love it so much. So good. Alright, so no after credits this time. I think I actually missed in the last episode. Like, I don't remember those after credits very much, but maybe I did see them. But yeah, so I'm ending the episode there, guys. Yeah, when I first watched this, I think this... Well, no, I actually think the previous episode when he punched the big robot and did his, like, super jump was probably one of the things that, like... Because it was the first time it portrayed the character using the power that he was supposed to be given. Which, you know, when with the first few episodes that you see, you think to yourself, is this going to be a show about a kid who doesn't have powers becoming a hero, like a Batman? And then when All Might reveals his shtick about his power and all that, you're like, okay, he's going to get power, but... Is he gonna get, like, a big form, like All Might? That's gonna be kind of weird for, like, a kid to do. And, like, you know, how is this all gonna work? And, like, what's the conflict gonna be when he just gets power from the most powerful man in the world, you know? And just... Last episode was where you really get to, like, see that being portrayed. And this episode, you just see, like... how he can make this power unique to himself with like the whole aspect of like he's not allowed to break an entire arm by doing this, by going all out, and he's not allowed to just fail because he's gonna get kicked out, so you know he finds a way to do both. And this is around the point where I really fell in love with the show. And then I think I think it's not this episode, not episode 6, but episode 7, whichever one it is, where he fights with like the whole heroes and villains team up thing that they do. I don't want to go into too much detail, just in case someone decides to watch this without, like, for the first time, even though I've said not to, but you guys know what I mean. The fight that's coming up, that was another thing that, like, really sold me on the show. Like, basically, as the show went on, I fell for it more and more and more, but yeah, these are some of the things that really got me hooked on it. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the rewatch series. I know it's probably not as exciting as watching like a blind reaction, but maybe some people like respect that I do it for, you know, the future episodes, and it's not going to be something that happens super often because there's not a ton of shows that I plan on. Like right now it's just this one and Attack on Titan, and I don't think I really like, there's a few others like Mob Psycho I want to watch, but I've seen season 1. I don't think I'm going to do a rewatch on that. I think I'm just going to start on season 2 on my channel, eventually. And there's a lot of shows like that I plan on doing stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And maybe, like, you know, the views will be absolutely terrible by the time I get to the end. I'll look back at some of the first episodes and if a lot of them just barely get any touch, like barely gets touched, then I don't do it again, and I just pick up where I left off or whatever in the future. But pretty good. I really don't mind rewatching this show because there's so many epic moments and so many like emotional moments, and it's just such a wonderful show that I won't be upset if the idea does flop because I just get to rewatch an awesome show that I enjoy and talk about it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you are, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you check out some of my other content because rewatching shit. If you're new to me as a YouTuber, the reactions are the main thing that I do. So make sure you check out my reactions. I have a handful of shows. Maybe there's one that you'll enjoy, or maybe there's one in the future that you'll enjoy. But yeah, and also you can support me on Patreon. There's not really any benefit to doing it for the rewatch series because as I watch them, I render them out and upload them on Wednesdays, no matter what. But I'm working on early access for my reactions. And also there's full-length options available on the Patreon. So if you want to check that out, or if you just want to support me, it's very much appreciated. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye. Maybe. There we go. Bye.